Since we have time, let's start with some standing poses. So standing poses in yoga are a great place to start because, hi mom, my mom is on, yay, hi. So standing poses are a great place to start because not only does it open the hips and the legs, but it builds strength and it's actually easier to be up on your feet. So if you're somebody who's mobily challenged, you know that getting up and down off the floor can be challenging, being on the knees and all of that stuff. So anyway, standing on the feet is a great place to start. If you have a yoga block, grab a yoga block. If you don't have one, something that could be helpful is a chair. And it doesn't need to be a folding chair, just like any chair would be helpful because you can use it for support. Okay, so grab a chair. If you don't have a block, grab your blocks if you have them. I'm going to use the chair so that people who don't have yoga blocks can see how a chair can be helpful. So we're going to start with one of my favorite poses. It's just a wide-legged forward fold. I feel like this chair is kind of blocking my feet, so I'm going to move it for a second. So you're gonna just take your feet and step them pretty wide. And now again, if you have a hard time with balance, maybe use your chair to get your feet apart, but then once they're apart, you're gonna stand up and place your hands on your hips. Your feet should be pretty wide. You don't wanna be at a point where you're like Bambi and you're losing your legs, but you want it to feel wide. And now before we move on to anything else, hands are gonna come on your hips, and I want you to just like move your hips a little and get acquainted. Maybe try to flip your tail and tuck your tail, go side to side, and sort of get acquainted with your pelvic bowl. Where we want your pelvis when you land, we want her or him neutral, however you identify with your body. So that means my hip bones are level, my pubic bone is level to the front of my hips. So meaning it's not forward, tucked, and it's not flipped back. Now, if you're tight, it might be hard to get to neutral, so you just do your best. Meanwhile, we want to always be working on posture. So you're going to lift your abdominals, your obliques, and grow tall, roll your shoulders back. Right when I did that, my legs turned on, and I hope yours did too. If they didn't, now's the time. You're going to take your legs and press into the outer edge of your foot, the outer edge of the heel. So a lot of us, the foot tends to be tipped up to some sort of a degree. So I want you to take this foot, push that outer edge down as much as you can. And now this should be effort. My hips are very on and active, so you should be feeling your outer hips. You're growing tall. Now, from here, tip forward and take your hands to your chair, to your yoga block, or if it's possible, to the ground. What you're trying to maintain is a really tall spine. So if you're on the ground and you feel like you're rounded like this, and your back is sort of pulling, we've gone too far. Your hands need to come up so you can straighten your legs and lengthen out your spine. For some of us, a table, a countertop, a bench might be better if you're tight. Wherever you are, whether it's the chair, all the way down on the ground now, we're gonna hold. It's easy to forget about your legs working here. So together now, we're pushing. My legs are shaking as I'm pulling the mat apart. I'm trying to widen the cement on the floor, like as if I could pull it out. Meanwhile, I'm rolling my shoulder blades down my back as my spine extends long away from my tailbone. We're gonna hold for 10 more seconds. You're pushing into the outer edges of those feet, outer edge of the heel, pushing outward, strongly. Okay, from here now, if you can, both hands at the same time come up. Then you bring your feet together. Excellent. So that was round one. Repeating is the best thing you can do in anything, because not only does it give your body a chance to feel it again, to go deeper, your brain gets an opportunity, the body's more warm, and the second, third, fourth time even, Lets us get into the pose more deeply so that you can actually feel some of these cues. So let's do it again. So whether you have your chair, a block, a table, feet are coming pretty wide. And now watch my knees. I'm gonna push out, out into the outer edges of my foot. And I'm reaching through all 5 toes forward. So my foot is expansive. We're thinking of all these little details. My outer hips, and you can hear it in my voice, I'm working. My legs are pushing. Now we find all our height. You lift and widen the rib cage as you come forward and your hands meet wherever they can. Chair, block, table, floor. Now, keep pushing into the outer edge of the heels. You might feel a stretch on this outer ridge of the shin and the foot. That's great. Sits bones, your butt bones are widening. Your thigh bones right here are going to start turning in a little as you push outward. We're going to keep holding and now try to lift your thigh muscles. Imagine you're pulling your kneecap up, 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 and keep after it. And all the while, breathe. So take a nice big inhale breath. Keep after your legs. Keep pushing into those legs. Don't give out on your legs. You got it. Good. As you exhale, we hold. My legs are shaking. Come on, guys, stick with me. And now you're going to lift evenly and come all the way up. And feet come together. I'm already warm. I'm going to take my sweater shirt off. Okay, we have one more time at least, and then we're going to do one more pose. So if you're having low back pain, knee pain, ankle, foot pain, this is a great pose, and this is all you have to do to help yourself. You don't need to do a whole yoga sequence. Yes, other stretches can help too, but if you just have 5 minutes or 10 minutes like we are right now, and your hips or low back is tight, your legs, your knee, great stretch. We got to open these groins. So once again, we get active. My outer hips are cinching. I lengthen, lift, and widen my collarbone. So I'm very active in my body as I hinge. Take your hands to the ground and you draw the shoulder blades down the back. Your rib cage pulls forward. Outer hips are pressing into those outer heels. Your thigh bones rotate gently inward, nothing crazy, just a little bit. Your sits bones again are widening. Firm the thighs, so you're trying to lift the quadricep muscle, front of the thighs. Good, you guys. Holding, staying strong in those legs. Don't give out on them. Mine are shaking, but we're going to hold for 10 more seconds together. Pushing into those legs, outer edge of the heel pushes down into the mat. Good. And now we come up. Bring your feet together and take a rest. Okay. So wide-legged forward fold. So good to release your low back, to get a good length in the inner thighs. Helps the knees, the ankles, the feet, so many things. Okay. We're going to move on to the beginning of a triangle pose now, all right? If you have a wall, fantastic. If you don't, just use what you have, the mat. But if you have a wall, I'm going to move this chair now to the front of the mat. So if you have a block or a chair, take it forward. And I'm going to take my heel and place the back edge of my foot, especially the back part of my heel, into the wall and then take a really big step forward. Your front foot should be either in line with like the knuckle of your big toe or in front. Okay, if you're really tight in the inner thigh, go ahead and take that foot over and it's going to be sort of in front of the big toe. It's going to help you. From here now, hands come on the hips again. And now can you push that back heel into the wall and feel this girl, this back left glute, or it might be your right, whatever leg you're on, the back leg is pushing. And now I'm going to take my hips and level them out. As I do that, you might notice your front knee is sort of falling inward. So as you anchor in that back leg, you hold on tight there, you're going to spin this top thigh bone and the kneecap is going to rotate back so it actually looks more neutral rather than collapsing in. So these details seem tedious and not that big, but they are. So right now, all we're doing, and when I say all, I laugh a little bit because it's a lot of work. You're pushing the left back heel into the wall. I'm rotating my right femur head and reaching through my big and second toe. Now, I'm anchoring that heel, and you're gonna hold, and this is so much work, and we hold and you lift. Breathe wide, shoulders are relaxed, collars open. Push into that back heel, don't let it go. And rest. Woo! I'm sweating. That should be a lot of work, guys. You should be using your legs. So opposite side now, and I'll be from behind so you guys can see. So now my back heel, in this case, it's my right heel. She's going into the wall. You're setting up your front foot either at the knuckle of your big toe or in front if you're really tight. Now, we secure, watch these hips. As I secure this right hip back, it's like my right femur, my right thigh is pushing back. It's not like it is, right? So I anchor that back, push my heel into the wall. Now I'm gonna tackle this front leg. We turn her as I reach through my big toes. And my leg is shaking a little because this is a lot of work, you guys. And now we grow tall, wide, collars wide, and stay after those legs. You spin the thigh bone and reach through the foot like you're trying to grab something with your foot. Hips stay level. Back thigh is pushing back so that you have leverage, a leverage point for this front thigh to turn under. Whew. And now we release and switch to the other side. Okay, we're gonna tip now into triangle pose. So for some of us, this is a really big move. Other of us, it's not so big. So I'm gonna show you with the chair. If you're familiar with stamping poses and you know how to get to triangle pose with a block, fantastic. You're gonna use your block. It's gonna go outside of the ankle of your foot. If you're newer, tighter, just getting back into movement, grab your chair. You're gonna put that back heel against the wall, edge of the foot. Take the front foot forward. You set yourself up. Now grab your chair and just bring it so it's like right behind your front knee. We start with our setup always because it's important. So I'm squaring my hips. My left thigh is pushing back, heel into the wall. My right thigh is rolling under and reaching through that front foot as I lift this quad and firm it. Now we're going to keep all that strength, but allow the pelvis to tip, to tip, to tip. And you take your right hand to your block if you can, or to your chair. Meanwhile, now here we are. This left hip, she probably likely came forward. Your job is to roll it back, push into that wall, use it for context, and then you get leverage to keep rolling that right one underneath you. And now you extend through your spine still. And if it feels good now, take this back hand and you're gonna take it to frame the ear. We'll talk more about the upper body later, but today we're focusing on the legs. So you're pushing into that leg. You're spinning the front leg. Maybe, hopefully, you feel a stretch in this inner thigh. Now, as you're ready on an inhale, keep this leg firm. Come up, turn your foot forward, feet together, and we're gonna go to the other side. All right, so grab your chair, you're gonna move it, and now you guys get to see the back view. It's nice to see both views because you can see what the body's doing in different ways. All right, so right foot, maybe it's your left, it really doesn't matter. Back foot is in the wall. Front foot is forward. First, we take the back thigh and hip and pull it back level. Push the foot into the wall until you feel this muscle turn on. Very important, turn that on. Now get your chair or your block. I should have done that sooner. Get it situated. So I'm pushing. Now you spin that front thigh bone. Lift your quadricep and now tip into your chair. And we hold here, and you stay after all those cues. I know it can feel like a lot, but over time, it gets easier. So you're gonna push that right heel into the wall. My left thigh bone is turning under as my foot is reaching. And we hold here and breathe. If you want to take that arm over, it's optional, more than welcome. We're not working on the upper body today, but if you're familiar and you want to take it over, by all means. Good. And now everyone together, firm this front leg, lift up. Bring your foot in. And come all the way together. All right. So, that's all we're gonna do today. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that is a lot. I'm sweating. If that wasn't hard work for you, that's okay. But next time it should be more work. So you need to learn how to be inside your body and actually feel the muscles. So again, what are these stretches good for? Of course, they're good for strengthening your legs, but they're also very good to open the hips, groins, strengthen the hips, the legs. They're really awesome. So if it's in the middle of your day, if it's at the end of the night and you're feeling tight, your legs, your ankles, your hips, your feet, your knees, whatever. Oh, good, mom, you're out of breath. Yay. You're going to do those stretches, but we're not passively stretching. You want to think of being taut like a sail, okay? When you get in to stretching, we need activity. You need a place to anchor from, and I need a place to lengthen away from. So when you're practicing these standing poses, and I'll come on again next week and we'll keep going, I need you to work on anchoring. Your outer hips need to be on. Your hips should feel strong, okay? So if you happen to miss the recording, I'm going to send it via email. I used to only send it to subscribers, but we'll just go ahead and send it to everybody now so everybody can get some good movement. If you didn't have time to move today and you just joined the video, take this as a sign to just get up from your desk, your couch, your car, wherever you are, and move your body a little bit. Open up your hips, your ankles, your legs, help your low back out, and I hope you guys could feel that little bit of effort. And if you want extra credit points, go ahead and repeat all that. So do your wide-legged forward fold again and do a few more triangle poses. You can never do too many. All right? Happy Friday. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you again next week.